Hello everyone. I would like to express my gratitude to the organizers of this meeting for extending this invitation to me today. Let me begin by sharing a brief overview of my background. Since 2001, I have worked in our ministry at different positions. Like the head of the monitoring division, head of the general education department, and currently I work as an advisor of the general education department. The title of my presentation is What Lies Behind of PISA Results. During the next 20 minutes, I will focus on the topic of reading based on PISA survey with a particular emphasis on PISA 2018. In my presentation, I will focus on four major issues. Firstly, I will take a quick look to education in both countries, Estonia and Taiwan. Secondly, I will explain our educational context. In the third part of my presentation, I will focus the key factors contributing to our success in PISA, in reading areas. And finally, I will conclude with a brief overview of the areas for improvement in the Estonian education. When I began preparing my presentation, I assigned a task to ChatGPT. Please identify the similarities and differences between Estonia and Taiwan. It provided a reasonable, accurate perspective, and I would like to highlight two of them. Similarities: strong education systems. Both countries prioritize education, resulting in high literacy rates and strong education systems. They both value science and technology education and make significant investments in research and development. Differences. Despite the fact that the two countries are quite similar in size, the difference in our population is significant. In Estonian, we have 1.3 million, and in Taiwan, you have 23.2 million. As ChatGPT pointed out, and as we know from relying on the PISA surveys, Taiwan and Estonia have a high-performing education systems. Students' results in math, science, and reading have consistently been at a high level. Also, the average reading scores of Estonian students are higher than Estonia. The gender gap is smaller in Taiwan. When we examine the influence of the students' socioeconomic backgrounds, we can make the same observation. Estonian and Taiwanese education systems are characterized by high performance and equity in education. Let's now look at the next slide, which shows context information for understanding our performance in PISA survey. In 2021, the literacy rate was 99.99%. While this may not be a big surprise, what's perhaps more interesting is that according to the 1897 census, the level of literacy in Estonia stood at approximately 80%, which was the highest in Tsardom of Russia. Compared to 56.3 in Moscow and 62 in St. Petersburg. This demonstrates the long history of Estonian education system, with the first Estonian folk school, if you like, public schools, opening in the second half of the 17th centuries. Estonian women are highly educated, with almost half of all mothers holding a higher education degree. Enrollment rate in early childhood education and care is 94%, and in the year before school, the attendance percent is 97. According to the European statistics, Estonians spend more time on average reading books than any other nation in the European Union. This sets a good example of parents and grandparents in terms of reading, which is essential for students. According to Eurostat in 2022, Estonians' Gini coefficient was 31.9%, and in the ranking list, Estonia holds the 37th position. This indicates that in comparison with other countries, Estonian families have relatively equal incomes. However, it is important to note that it doesn't mean Estonia is a rich country. Almost all schools are under the jurisdiction of local authorities, with private schools accounting for only 11% of the total. Last but not least, Estonian teachers are highly educated, requiring a master's degree to work as a teacher and a bachelor's degree for kindergarten teacher. What stands behind Estonian reading achievement? I will start with quote with James Baldwin, American author, has said, "Children have never been very good at listening to their elders, but they have never failed to imitate them." I mentioned the fact that Estonians are interested in reading, but it's not limited to reading alone. A decade ago, the Eurobarometer Cultural Consumption Index revealed that 30% of Estonians belong to the group with a very high or high level of cultural consumptions. In 2020, based on data from Statistics Estonia, the percentage of people participating in cultural life had risen to 74%. From my perspective, the cultural environment has a strong influence on reading habits and vice versa. Next, I will focus on preschool. I would like to emphasize the role of preschools in shaping reading habits. Preschool education in Estonia places a strong emphasis on fostering early literature and reading skills. Preschool classrooms in Estonia are typically well equipped with literature materials, including books, labels, and writing supplies. This creates an environment where reading and writing are seamlessly integrated in daily activities. Estonia has a rich tradition of storytelling and reading. Teachers frequently read stories to children and encourage them to explore books, nurturing an early love for reading and exposing children to a wide range of vocabulary. Teachers have actively participated in various reading projects and programs. For example, preschools and schools have adopted the concept of reading nests. Parents are actively encouraged to support children's reading development at home. This partnership between preschools and parents is essential for cultivating a strong and positive attitude towards reading. Now let's turn our attention to the school environment. The national curriculum in Estonia places a strong emphasis on a holistic approach to language learning, and reading skills play a significant role. Estonian language and literature are compulsory subjects within the basic school curriculum. Teachers in Estonia focus on developing students' reading comprehension strategies which include summarizing, making predictions, asking questions, and establishing connections to the text. As students progress into the upper grades, they are introduced to literary analysis, where they can learn to critically analyze and interpret a variety of texts, including literature, poetry, and informational materials. These strategies are instrumental in helping students engage with and comprehend the content they read. Teachers also encourage independent reading, empowering students to choose books and reading materials that captivate their interest, thus fostering a deep love for reading. Our researchers and teachers have developed high-quality educational materials. Several textbooks have received awards at European books fairs and textbook competitions. Regarding the assessment process, I would like to highlight a significant change in our exam system in 2012. We modified the content of the mother tongue exams. Students are now required to complete two-part exam, which includes both reading and writing tasks. Given the importance of reading skills, it made sense to incorporate them into the Estonian language exam as well. An unwritten rule. Estonian mother tongue teachers usually give a list of the students books to students for summer holiday, preventing so-called summer slide, which is a loss of academic skills and knowledge that can occur during extended breaks from school. The summer holiday is very long. It lasts 2.5 months in Estonia. Estonia places a strong emphasis on public libraries as a vital institutions for education, culture, and community engagement. The network of public libraries is extensive and covers the entire country. Larger cities have central libraries, while smaller towns and rural areas have branch libraries. These libraries often offer a wide range of education programs and activities, including literature programs. In Estonia, school libraries are an integral part of the education system, supporting students' learning and literature development. School libraries often collaborate with teachers to integrate library resources and activities into classroom. Last but not least, I would like to point out the role of Estonia regarding reading societies and organizations. They have contributed significantly to reading and literature skills of different age groups. The reading societies and organizations have active collaboration with schools. They provide books, resources, and even author for schools visits and run campaigns and projects aimed at increasing reading skills among students. Additionally, these organizations have developed reading programs for various age groups, including children and youth, adults, students. These programs aim to promote reading skills. For instance, since 2004, the Estonian Reading Association has had dyslexia department, and the topic of reading difficulties has been high up on the agenda. During this time, the association has offered training, organized information days, conferences, and organizes dyslexia awareness event. That covered about everything I wanted to say about what is behind Estonian students' reading skills. As a final point, I would like to inform you about some improvement areas of our education system in terms of reading. Firstly, we are struggling with boys' reading habits and low motivation. By the PISA 2018, the gap between boys and girls' reading skills was 21 points. This is very, very big. And this has certainly a detrimental impact on boys' learning, reading, and their future. 25% of our students are of the Russian nationality, and they attend schools where the instructional language is Russian. There exists a significant disparity between Estonian and Russian medium schools. In Russian medium school, students achieving reading results are approximately 1 study year behind. While the Estonian education system strives to foster a supportive school climate that enhances students' academic and personal development, there is still ample room for improvement in creating a more learning-supportive study environment. The most significant issue in Estonian education is shortage of teachers, with only 2% of students intending to pursue a teaching career, as indicated by PISA 2018. Bram Stoker, Irish author, has said, "We learn from failure, not from success." I do believe that PISA 2022 will provide us valuable lessons for the future, just as we have learned from previous PISA surveys. Thank you for listening.